Rockefeller, Carnegie, Morgan, Ford, Vanderbilt. These are all names you're probably familiar with, not just because of the wealth they created while they were living, but because of their ability to pass it on from one generation to the next. You see, their names will never be forgotten because their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on will continue to benefit from their wealth with almost no chance of it ever going away because it continues to grow. So, how did they do it? Trusts. That's right. By properly creating a series of trusts, they were able to virtually eliminate taxes and protect their assets, while being able to build, live, and leave a legacy, all at the same time. This is exactly why MWR has created our Trust My Assets program. Before now, trusts, the knowledge of how they work, and their benefits have typically been limited to just the wealthy elite. Why? Because most experts charge tens of thousands of dollars to structure them properly, eliminating the masses. Most wealthy families only pass this information on to other family members, and the average consumer typically doesn't have access to the experts needed to structure them properly. However, thanks to MWR, you now have access to all the trusts you'll need, experienced experts to structure them properly, and you'll now be able to enjoy the benefits at a price you can afford. In the words of Nelson Rockefeller, your goal should be to own nothing but control everything. Trust My Assets gives you the ability to do just that, providing the maximum amount of protection for your assets against creditor collections, lawsuits, judgments, liens, and a whole lot more. What you don't own can never be taken from you. And with Trust My Assets, your trusts will now own your assets, but you still have total control over all of them. But that's not all. Taxes are our biggest expense as Americans, and believe it or not, our tax system in the U.S. is completely voluntary. However, once you complete that first W-4 for your first job, you volunteered to participate, and the only way out is through trusts. This is a key benefit of being in business with MWR. Think about it. W-2 employees pay the highest taxes of 28 to 37%. We help them become business owners to reduce that tax liability down to 18 to 22%. We then help them become investors to reduce the tax on that income down to 10 to 15%. And last but not least, we help them establish trusts so they can shift their tax liability to their trust at a rate of 0 to 5%. Imagine making $100,000 per year, and instead of giving $20,000 to $30,000 or more to the IRS, you are able to only have to pay $5,000 or less. What would you do with that extra money year after year? These are just a few of the many ways Trust My Assets can benefit you and your family. However, one of the most important benefits is your ability to pass your legacy on from one generation to the next, without ever having to worry about your family dealing with probate or taxes on the assets you leave behind. If your ultimate goal in life is to leave an inheritance to your children's children, then Trust My Assets gives you everything you need to make it happen. So, what are you waiting for? Get back to the person that provided you with this information and find out how MWR can help you trust your assets today.
Old. Broke. Well, that's not good. Seriously though, this is where millions and millions of people are headed if something doesn't change now. And that's why we created the Private Reserve Account, a simple way for mainstream Americans to secure their retirement, protect their loved ones, and fund their dreams along the way. Here's how it works. Imagine creating your own banking alternative. And not just some ordinary bank, but the ultimate bank. Think about that for a minute. If it's your bank, what benefits would you give yourself? It would be a bank where your savings account actually grows by being linked to stock market gains so you can benefit from those big rallies. And as your money grows, the gains are locked in, so no more of those scary drops. That's a win-win. You'd be able to access the growing value of your account anytime you want for any reason you have. No taxes, no qualifications, no questions asked. After all, it's your money. Oh, did we mention no taxes? And since it is your bank, you'd be earning the interest on the money you borrow from yourself while you pay yourself back. What? Let's keep going. You would have no early withdrawal penalties, unlimited contributions, and a college planning fund with no restrictions. When properly structured, your bank could pay off your mortgage in half the time, could provide living benefits for critical and terminal illness, and if something ever happened to you, your ultimate bank would be transferable to your heirs tax-free. Seems impossible, right? Nope. You just didn't know that the wealthy have been doing this for years. Now you're wondering, so why doesn't everyone open a private reserve account? Exactly. The real question is, why don't you? Contact your financial representative today to set up your private reserve account and help put a stop to America's retirement crisis. We're with you all the way.
It's going live as of right now, and I'll be right back with you guys in the next 2 seconds as I title my other thing 3 cash flow streams. $. All right, that should do it. So we are live on Facebook by now if you want to see the slides in our organization or on our fan page. My name is Brian Bean. I'm the proud founder of the Extra Digit Movement. And what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time, but we do it using strategies, not sales, not hype. We're a bunch of real people getting real results. We record these things because thousands of people will end up seeing it. We record these things because you want to share this information with your family and grab your loved ones and say, hey, if we want to improve our financial situation, we now have a vehicle to do it. What I want to do real quick, I'm going to pull up a slide. And the slides are basically to kind of navigate you through the simplicity of what it is that we do. I want you to write down cash, asset, cash flow. Cash, asset, cash flow. Those of us that are succeeding financially, those of us that are investing, those of us that are growing assets, those of us whose net worth is increasing, this is a wealth principle that we look at every single day. Our job today is to show you that we have the membership, the company, and the vehicle to take your income and your assets and your cash flow to another level. That's right. Your income is different than your cash flow. Your cash flow is different than your assets. But when all of them are positive, it's all good. Your income, of course, is the money you have coming in. Your cash flow is how long that money stays with you. And your assets are what you do with that money. Hopefully, it's buy things that appreciate in value. So while I'll show you guys, while I show you this membership, here's what I want you to ask yourself. What assets would I purchase, right? What are you into? Would it be precious metal? Would it be stocks? Would it be cars? Would it be gold, right? Paintings? What would you invest in if you had more assets under your belt or more cash flow under your belt to purchase assets? Well, our company, MWR Financial, that stands for Make Wealth Real Financial, we help you with this formula. But not only do we teach it, we implement it. We have experts all over the country. We have a software or a portal or a dashboard that allows you to speak directly to experts in different areas of finance. Our company was founded by Mr. Brian House, who has the deepest pockets I've seen in quite some time. This gentleman, this is his 4th multi-million-dollar company. The guy does not miss when it comes to making money. MWR Financial is his way of saying, you know what, let's pull back the curtain and show people what Make Wealth Real is actually about. So we're pulling back the veil tonight. We're going to show everybody the secrets of the wealthy and the things they don't teach you in school. Now, his partner, Andamo Tolson, has been in business for over 25 years as well. You're talking about entrepreneurship for almost 50 years plus. When you add myself, Andamo Tolson, Brian House, you're talking about people that have made passive residual income for a long time. I unfortunately lost my first $1 million when I was 20 something because nobody showed me this stuff. So I vowed when I got back on my feet in my 30s that I would travel the world and show people how to get the right mindset to make money. So Make Wealth Real is about 4.5 years old. Extra Digit has been involved for 3. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this so you can see why you got like, you're the squeezed in the middle, if you will. MWR has all the experts. They got the people that's going to help you with your credit restoration. They got the people that's going to help you minimize your taxes. They got the people that's going to help you minimize your debt. They got the people that's going to show you double-digit returns on your investments. Make Wealth Real has the umbrella that has the membership with all these financial experts in it. They're going to help you step by step by step. Extra Digit, our job is to provide the tools, the Zooms, the cash flow conversations, the slides, the webinars, the different things you need to do to make the daily checks that we make. We have 4 going on $5 million residual ring club earners in our organization right now. We have the highest income earner in the entire company right now. We have the first young lady ever to earn the $1 million residual ring right now. We have the second young lady ever to earn the $1 million residual ring. I'm a firm believer that ladies in this business kill it far better than the guys. Ladies, if you're next in line, come off mute, give me a beta test, let me know.
Oh, I'm next.
Yes.
Yes.
Can hear you clearly.
I'm next.
That would be me.
You better
Right
know.
here. Point you, but these ladies can kill it. When it comes to focus and coming together and finances, if you get some trained professional women who go after this $1 million ring, it is over. So if you guys are brand new, this is not to impress you with the $1 million ring. It's to show you that we have people that are actually earning it. We have people that are worth 7 figures. We have people that are worth 6 on their way to 7. And you might be worth 5 on your way to 6. It doesn't matter. What we do in EDM is show you how to get these checks. That's right. We get paid every single day, as much as $15,000 per day. On my screen are actual checks that I've earned on a weekly basis. You got to remember, with a Morehouse degree, I wasn't making $6,700, $6,770. Then $11,412, $10. Then $14,330. I wasn't making that with a degree. I think people see me now on stage and they see me traveling and doing cool stuff. They don't realize, man, with a college degree, I was struggling. I finished in 4 years. I graduated with honors. I landed a good job. I did what you're supposed to do. I just realized at an early age, I got to be worth more than this. So if you feel that way, type me too in the comments. If you feel like you got to be worth more, then you get it, because it's yours. I'm going to show you guys how to get it. It's not hard. If you want to be wealthy, anybody on this Zoom can be wealthy. But the first thing you got to do is get your money back from those entities that stop you from getting wealthy. So we're going to increase your cash flow first. We're going to create some cash flow second. We're going to multiply your cash flow third, and we're going to protect your cash flow fourth. I want to make sure this is clear. You don't have to sell anybody anything. You don't have to induce anybody, chase anybody, convince anybody, persuade anybody. 3 out of the 4 things that I just mentioned: increase cash flow, create cash flow, multiply cash flow, protect cash flow. 3 of the 4 things that I just mentioned, you don't have to tell a soul. If you want the daily checks I'm going to show you, you can introduce this to other people. But if you just want the membership and our experts to help you with those other 3, then all you got to do is look in the mirror and have a talk with yourself and say, look, I'm ready to improve my finances. So hang tight. I'm going to show you guys why the membership is so important and the value that it brings to the table. First of all, it's only $149 a month. Now, right there, the old you popped up or the new you popped up because you heard the words a month. Listen, guys, at our age, if you don't have $150 that you can invest in yourself and what you've been doing, if you even cringed or $149 didn't feel like $1.49, you really need to lean in on this zone, because I'm going to show you guys something. Just the membership alone and the things I'm about to mention, if we just did one of them, it's worth $149. If we only reduce your taxes, it's worth $149. Because the average is $300 to $600 in tax reduction. If we only eliminated your debt, it's worth $149. See, I want you guys to hear what I'm saying. The $149 a month includes the whole umbrella, the investment side, the multiply your money, and the increased cash flow side, where we take care of your personal finances right now. The credit score increase is included for free in the $149. The bill reduction program is included in the $149. The ability to get land wholesale, you get a discount on some of the most valuable real estate in the country. That's included in the $149. So what's my point? If we just did that, you win. One of those, you win. All of them together, it's lights out. I haven't even told you about the diversified cash flow fund yet. I haven't told you about the private reserve account yet. I haven't told you about the debt to wealth program yet. You see, I haven't told you about the first time home buyer program yet. These are the things you're going to learn. But what you got to ask yourself is, are you ready to show it to somebody? Are you ready? So if I had to take a picture of one slide before I take questions, because I'm going to come off mute, you guys can ask me what you want if you're brand new. If I had to explain the first phase of increasing your cash flow, these are the 6 things I would mention. I want you to write this in the comments. 3 up and 3 down. 3 things have to go up in order for you to win, and 3 things have to go down in order for you to win financially. Now, let me give you some staggering statistics about what's happened to us so far. First of all, the 3 things that go up. Your cash flow is going to go up because we're taking 3 things down. When your taxes go down and your debt goes down and your expenses go down, your cash flow automatically goes up. So for everybody that's like, what's the product? What's the service? The Financial Edge membership that we offer for the 149, that's the service. All of the experts under these different firms help you improve those areas of your finances. So let's be straight. You mean to tell me I haven't sold anything? Nope. I don't have to tell nobody. Not if you don't want to. I don't have to chase my friends. Nope. The increase in your cash flow comes from our experts helping you. Yes, you watching right now, just you. Get the taxes down, because that's your biggest expense. Get your debt down. That's your second biggest expense, your interest. And then your regular daily expenses, your cell phone bill, your internet bill, your cable bill, your insurance premiums. We negotiate all those things down. Without you doing anything different, your cash flow automatically went up. Now, guess what else? On average, the membership brings back $2,000 a month. On average, some people's less, some people's way more, but the average is $2,000. So here's my question for you. If I were to trade you 149 and you make $2,000, would you trade with me all day if I gave you 149 and you make $2,000? That's the bottom line, as we show you how to get that back in your household. Now, Brian, what else goes up? Your credit scores go up. My credit score went from a 734 to a 777 to an 820. Can you believe that? So I already had decent credit, but I couldn't believe some of the things that they did to take it on up to the 800s. They treat you a little different when you got an 800 credit score. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So now your interest rates go down. Now my investments are up. I'm purchasing land. I'm purchasing real estate domestically, internationally. It doesn't matter. When you got cash flow coming in, your net worth goes up because your assets increase in value. Do you all know, some of you guys watching, that your net worth can increase because of something you bought 3 years ago, because it keeps going up in value? So type in the comments real quick, what would you like us to help you get the cash flow to purchase? If you had an extra 5,000 a month, an extra 8,000 a month, an extra 2,000 a month, what assets do you want us to help you get? Let me just see where your mind is right now. Let me see where y'all at. Okay, somebody said Airbnbs. I'm with you 100%. Somebody said my dream home. All right, I see you, Gwen. Silver's a good one. A house and some land. I see you, Alicia. GED testing centers. Somebody wants to invest in education. Lysandra. Bruce Lynch wants his time back. A mental health community center. I see you, Pia. A coffee house. I see you, Daryl. Parking lots. Tiny home community. Rental property. Okay, see, that's what I'm telling you guys. Start dreaming again. Because when your cash flow is tight, your assets are going to grow and your net worth is going to increase because you're putting it in things that grow in value. A lot of people don't understand that. Now, let me give you the facts of how we come up with the $2,000 that on average our membership brings back. The average debt elimination is $64,000 per member. You telling me that's not worth $149 a month? The average tax minimization is $300 to $600 per month per person. You telling me $149 a month is not worth $300 to $600 per month? The average credit score increase is 126 points per person. You telling me that's not worth $149? But you're getting all of it. So far, we've shaved 39,000 years, shaved like a razor, not saved, shaved 39,000 years, 37,000 years off all of our members' debt. We have invested $250 million, that's billion with a B, off all of our, into investments that make all of our members grow their net worth. So you wonder why some of us are millionaires? It's because we put our money in places that grow your money. It ain't hard. You just need some guidance. So let me give you an example. Charles and Judith Ivory, $1 million residual ring earners. Trevor and Shirley Thompson, $1 million residual ring earners. Both bought their dream homes. In fact, Charles and Judy, Charles actually didn't have a job because we started during the pandemic and there were a lot of layoffs and he was one of them. So how do you go from buying your house or the land with cash? How do you go from owning the house you're in right now, debt-free and clear, warranty deed in hand, cash? How do you own a commercial building now? How do Shirley and Trevor now both have credit scores in the 800s, bought their dream home? All of us started during the pandemic. How did I purchase 20 acres of land during the pandemic when everything was shutting down, everything? Because we were moving and shaking, stacking up money, buying assets while everybody else was quarantined. We were quarantined, making money moves. Now the same thing can happen for you. Now you mean to tell me we can move and shake again? You mean to tell me we can get out there and build a business? You mean to tell me now you got money coming in passively that I'm about to show you, and we give you the investments that we didn't even have when we started the business? If you're brand new, this is the peak season for you. This is peak season for you. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to come off mute. Oh, can't forget the young ladies. There's Christy Howard, the first I talked about earlier, the first $1 million residual ring club earner. Used to work as a bartender at Delta Sky Club, getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning. She'll tell you she's serving drinks to first class members and diamond and medallion club members. Now she got a diamond ring and she's her own member. Miss Shana Rawlings bought her house during the pandemic. The second $1 million residual ring club earner. These are the things that you guys can accomplish as well if you just follow our system. Now, what I want to do is, as I take a quick sip, I'm gonna come off mute. And if you're brand new, like this is your first Zoom, you can ask me any questions you want about the membership. And I haven't shown you how we get paid yet. I'm gonna show you that in a second. I haven't shown you the investments yet. If you got any questions about the membership, give me your name, give me your city so I know how far we're reaching, right? I got a special guest that's gonna talk tonight just to give you guys an idea of the different cities that you can take advantage of coming on in a second. And I want you to give me your name, your city, and just say, my question is, right? Only for first timers. Come off mute. First time on the Zoom, your name, your city, and my question is. Let's go. Hit the space bar if you want to talk.
If you can hear me, y'all can hear me?
I can hear you. Are you on camera, my friend?
Yeah, I'm on camera. I'm cleaning up, but I'm listening to y'all while I'm cleaning up. But
okay, cool. What's your name?
My name is Terrence President. I'm from Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. All right, we got a lot of D.C. people coming on lately. I love it. Talk to me, man. What's your question?
Well, I'm interested in trying to I'm trying, let me see how I'm gonna word this. Hold on, let me see. Toy, come here, Toy. Can you come in? Yeah, hold on. Oh, I don't want to know that. How do you do it? Hold on. Give me.
Okay, come back. Hey, at least he working on the Zoom. I ain't mad at him at all. So, Mr. President, I know you like people call you that. Mr. President, come back when you're ready, all right? Next up, anybody else got any questions for me? Brand new though. You brand new on the Zoom. This your first time. You want clarity on the membership. Come back. The Q&A session is always the fun part. Come back. Anybody going once? Anybody going twice? All right, either I did a good job or y'all really scared or either a combination of the two. Okay, Mr. Terrence, I gotta go, man, but I'm gonna give you a chance to maybe ask questions at the end. So let me show you guys the compensation plan and bring on our special guests so you can see some areas that you can pioneer. We just did that. Now, write this down in the comments. $100 upgrade one time, not monthly. $100 upgrade one time. So for those of you who want to get these daily checks I'm talking about, they get as high as $15,000 per day. They start off at $5 per day. So now we're talking about how to create some money. See, some people want to put some gasoline on this fire and grow their business even more. Does that make sense? So now we're going to talk about how to create some money. So for $249, you now have a business. Our first step is to get your money back. Not only does the membership bring it back, but the $50 that you earn if you refer people to our Zoom and they join our business. Or if we have a roundtable cash flow conversation at your house, what we do, one of the best ways to build this business, guys, we put a speakerphone in the middle of the table. You got your family around, we pass out a sheet of paper, one of us calls in on that speakerphone, lights out. Once 3 people join the business at $50, that's your $149 back. That covers your monthly membership. Now, something special is happening simultaneously. I got to make sure y'all get this. If you do that within 30 days, that's another $150, 3 people. If you duplicate that within 60 days, that's another $450. If you duplicate that within 90 days, that's another $900. So these are bonuses that I'm about to show you that are all happening at the same time. I want y'all to do me a favor. Come off mute and say, at the same time. So I know you with me on this.
At
the
same time.
And I want to make sure I stress that because I think people look at these individually and they forget you're getting $50 per person at the same time. You're getting $150, $450, or $900 in your first 90 days. Now, what's happening is you've now qualified for $5 a day at the same time. $5 a day is $150 a month at the same time. So your bonuses are coming in from the people that you introduce. Now you got $5 a day coming in because you introduced a minimum of 3. Now, guess what? Sometimes you're gonna have a friend that says, I don't want to make any money. I just want to be a customer, right? That person says, I just want the membership and the MWR experts to help me with the financial edge. We call that 3 + 1. That's when your $5 a day kicks in. Now, something special happens. This picture you're looking at is 12 people. Write this in the comments, guys. 12 equals $600 a month. 12 equals $600 per month. 12 people is $600 per month. Now, how did you get 12? Well, number 1, and number 2, Bill, and number 3, Brian, they didn't get in business for you. They got in business to make their membership free too. They sponsored 3 people. That gave you 12 people. You see, you now earn $600 a month off of those 12 individuals. That's $20 per day. Now, something else is happening at the same time. You now qualify for a $300 per week performance bonus. Now, what's the performance bonus? The performance bonus is when 6 people join your team from Sunday to Sunday, right? Or just say within a week at the same time. So, Brian, let's get this straight. I got 12 people in my team. Yes, got 12 people in your team. And I'm getting $600 a month. Yes, you're getting $600 a month. And I can earn $300 a week at that point if just 6 people join my team in a week. Yes, if half of those 12 get 1, that's 300. If one of those guys gets 6, that's 300. If 2 of those guys get 3, that's 300. If 3 of those guys get 2, that's 300 every week. So with a team of between 12 people and 24 people, you averaging almost $2,000 a month at the same time. But something else happened special as I conclude at the same time. Those people didn't get in business for you. They want their membership to pay for itself. They want to earn $600 a month, $300 a week. When your team hits 36 people, you earn $50 a day. Yes, that's $1,500 per month. Now I'm gonna introduce you guys to somebody right now. That's one of our young upcoming millennials that I've been working with. I'm so proud that he's on our team. He's pioneering and having an event in Houston, and he's creeping on up to this comma club after already surpassing within a month his 12 people in his organization. So before I'm gonna show you guys what he's headed to, and I'm gonna bring him on so you can meet him, because there's a nice event happening in Houston tomorrow. If you guys know anybody in the Houston area, these are the different events we're about to start doing this summer all over the country. When you hit 36 people in your team, you now earn $30 per day per person, in addition to the $50 a day that you're already earning. So Brian, you mean to tell me I can earn $50 per day, $1,500 per month? Yes. And you telling me it's $30 per person per day, and many people can come in one day? Yes, 30 per day, per person, plus your 50 per day minimum. Which is why it's hard for people to understand that this is one day for me. This paycheck I'm showing you guys, I promise you I'll show you everything, is one of my paychecks. So on this day, 30, 30, 30, 50, 100, 30, 1,000, 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. That's all in one day. I was not making that every 2 weeks, and I was a banker at Bank of America. Back then it was Nations Bank. I wasn't making, $1,500 to $2,000 in a day. I wasn't making that in 2 weeks. In fact, you start getting up to $2,000 or something like that, I might have been making that per month. Can you see the difference now? So do me a favor, man. We got areas that we're pioneering and launching. The millennial movement is officially underway. We're going to show, and you don't have to be a millennial to go to his meeting. I want to make sure that's clear. He's a young up and coming. Do me a favor, come off mute for our Houston pioneer, Mr. DJ Daniels. Y'all give him a round of applause, please. Come on.
DJ! Yes, DJ. Congratulations.
What's up, DJ? Come off mute, man. Hey, you got your third cash flow conversation happening. How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm actually at work, so I apologize for that.
No, that's okay. I'm glad you was able to hop on, man. You got some big stuff happening. How's it feel already to be making your $600 a month? You're on your way to $1,500.
Man, so the $600 a month actually is changing my financial situation. I actually didn't tell you this, but I had a daughter 2 years ago. She'll be 2 in August.
Get out.
And so that's, man, like that $600 a month is helping me with child support. It's helping with Pampers. It's helping transportation, everything. It's literally changing my life. So, and then I'm literally just this close to that $50 a day, right? So that $1,500 a month. So, man, yeah, MWR, Make Wealth Real, is really changing my life. It's really changing my life.
Darren, how old are you? We say millennials. Tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 23 years old.
He's 23 years old, guys. Y'all give him some claps in the don't come off mute. Give him some claps in the chat. He's 23 years old. Now, what's the key, man? Is it the cash flow conversations? You've been enjoying the worksheet that we use around the
man. So let me tell you, last week we had a last minute training with Christy Howard, Cashflow Christy. She came in like on a Wednesday night, right? It was about 5 of us there. So then we were like, okay, we doubled back and had another one on Saturday. We had about 10. So I talked to the people in Houston. I'm like, man, we growing so fast. That's double. So if we double 10, that's 20 that we got in the house. Right. So if we keep doing that and keep running through these numbers, man, it's the amount of growth that we can reach in the Houston area is unmatched. So I'm really going for that record.
I know you are. So
fastest growing organization.
That's right. So I'm gonna talk about what he's doing, guys, in the training. I'm gonna do a training tonight at about 9:45 Eastern. You come back, we're gonna hang up after the Zoom. You guys come back in about 45 minutes. But I'm gonna do a training tonight to show you what we implement and how we use the round table and the speakerphone. I called in on the speakerphone. I was here in Atlanta, Georgia. He had the sheets passed out. I called in on the speakerphone in the middle of the table. That's how you take your business to a totally different level. So I'm gonna show you guys. So that was it. That was it
right there. Really out of those 10, 8 or 9 raised their hand like, man, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, I've been texting with them ever since. So, yo, tomorrow night, Houston, man, it's a party in my city.
Let's go, man.
It's a party in my city.
And where is that? The WeWork?
Yes, we work 609 Main Street, downtown Houston, and we'll be there at 7 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
7 p.m.
Main Street, downtown Houston. So I want y'all to get a feel for a lot of the youth, the young, the up and coming, and we're gonna have these things going on all over the country this summer. Thanks.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
All right. So guys, look, it don't matter how old you are, man. The comp plan is working. It's changing your life. The debt elimination is changing your life. The credit restoration is changing your life. The investments are changing your life. The trust fund that we now have a company that can wrap you up in a complex trust. It's gonna change your life. We're changing lives. And I just want y'all to hear before I go from some brand new people. I'm sorry, some members of Extra Digit whose lives have changed. If you're on the Zoom and your life has changed because of this membership, do me a favor and raise your virtual hand, whether it be your daily pay, whether it be your cash flow, whether it be your mindset, which brings that extra cash flow, raise your hand. Let's talk to Miss Rhonda Robinson. Rhonda, come off mute for me, man. Give me 30 seconds of what new people need to know about you.
Well, I'm here, and you're doing a wonderful job. But real quick, I just finally took advantage of the bill shredder uploading my insurance. They saved me $800 a year on my car insurance. So it's working.
That's part of it, man. That's wonderful. Anything else you've done? How easy is it to upload your credit reports? We know if they're saving you money on your car insurance, that's our bill negotiation. How easy was it to upload your pay stubs? What else happened to you?
Well, with my pay stubs, I actually was able to get $400 a month extra in my paycheck. And I got that, I got them looking at it again because it's been a while. So it's time for some new testimony.
There you go.
So, because I know how I've changed my pattern. So they're looking at that. And my credit score, again, because of that insurance rate is tacked to your credit score, I was able to save that. So my credit score went from a 5 up to 720. So
you
I'm
have
winning.
a heck of a testimony. Now y'all can see how she bringing back about $2,000 when her credit scores go up to from 5s to 7s. Interest rates go down. Her insurance premiums are going down. Her taxes went down $400 a month. She's making money in the compensation plan, so you can see that she can start investing in assets. Thank you so much. Yvonne, what's up? Talk to me. Come off mute. How you been? Wait, we can't hear you. Come off mute again.
Here you go.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
I can. What's going on with you? Give me your 30-second version.
30-second version. Before MWR, I did not own my own bank. I did not have my credit scores to go up or give myself a personal raise on my job. So after they readjusted my W-4 and I got that raise, I turned around and the money that I got from that, I opened my PRA, which means I became my own bank.
Yes.
And I just got through my DCA. So
guys, that stands for
diversified is in play.
Okay, good. I'm gonna show them that as I wrap up here, the investments that you guys are making that's giving you double-digit returns. Congratulations. Way to invest, long-term and short-term. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna end with this real quick, maybe two more. Let's hear from some fellas. AJ Albert, what's up, man?
What's up, B?
Talk to me. How you been? What you got new going on?
Hey, well, you know, I just made that transition and started another Airbnb. So I'm out here relaxing. My first weekend, I made $484 on my new Airbnb. So
that's right. That. How did you get to a point where you could buy that bad boy? What happened? What did the experts do for you?
So I was a military veteran. So I was in the military at the time. I joined the organization, which actually put $540 a month back into my paycheck, which allowed me to eliminate $26,000 worth of debt, which freed up $2,172, which allowed me to start my PRAs for all 3 of my kids.
Nice.
From there, it allowed me to start purchasing my own Airbnb. So now I have those rolling. And like I said, it's increased my credit score over 150 points. It's done so much that it's hard to even capitalized, and I make $50 a day, and I'm approaching $100 a day. So I'm so super excited about this, man. And if you don't do this, what are you doing?
I love it, man. I love it. I'm having you training at Game Changer, so be ready for our breakout sessions, man. You're gonna be one of the facilitators. You're real close to getting that championship belt. I'm sure MWR has their eye on you. Keep up the good work, man. I'm gonna let everybody know that people like AJ who are using the services and getting paid on a daily basis, Comma Club and the compensation plan, that's 4 figures a month passively, and then another 4 figures outside of that. It's just a beautiful thing, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, B. Appreciate all you do for us.
Hey, thank you guys, man. I want y'all to hear from one of our championship belt award recipients. You know, when you get this bad boy, this means you've made a huge purchase or you've done some incredible things on the passive side of the business. Don is worth upwards of $750,000. His memorabilia collection. He just purchased land, cash, 10 acres in Puerto Rico. He's doing some amazing things. Oh, there we go. Come on, cameraman. Let me see it. Got new people watching, man. Talk about the investments that you made, man. How you feeling?
Absolutely. First and foremost, can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, perfect. I'm down in the cave, so I didn't know if you could hear me. But yeah, man, thanks to these experts. Hey, cash flowed about $12,000 back into our household that we was actually giving away to Uncle Sam. Was able to use our experts, simply uploading a form. And my wife is now in the 800 credit score club. I'm also a part of the 800 credit score club. Was able to pay off all kinds of debts, including credit cards, student loans, things like that. Was able to purchase 2 parcels of land out in Southern California that you just talked about. Both have private, actually all 3 of us now. My daughter has a private reserve account as well. Both now have a DCA account also. Was able to purchase a condo out in Cabo. And then just most recently, about the last 2 months or so ago, was able to purchase 10 acres of land out in Puerto Rico as well, and a $500,000 memorabilia collection. And it literally started with a $149 investment in not only myself, but my wife and my daughter as well. So, you know, you talk about living a legacy and leaving a legacy. We literally trying to be greedy in this aspect and do both of them. We trying to live and leave a legacy. So shout out to you, shout out to MWR Financial. And as always, man, thank you so much for helping us gain this belt and just continue to just grow and do better things in life.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. You got so many assets, Don. I be forgetting about the Cabo, the land in Puerto Rico. I can't keep up. So I'm about to write your stuff down. Let me see. Make sure I get all the assets. The 2 parcels in California. No, Don, you own more real estate than Ted Turner, don't you? I mean,
hey, man, I'm trying to keep up with you, big dog.
Hey, congratulations, man. I love it.
Appreciate it, sir.
One thing about it, man, ain't nothing. Nobody get more excited than me when I see you guys win, continue to win. So new people, we want you to win. We just want you to win. I'll show you this investment side, and my 35 minutes has officially expired. So part of your membership is also in the pink, right? So I told you that you get as much as $15,000 per day, and everywhere in between. 200 a day is $6,000 a month. 300 a day is $9,000 a month. 1,000 a day is $30,000 a month. I'm very, very close to 1,500 a day, which is $45,000 a month. You know, we got text messages coming every single day, letting you know exactly where you stand every day, so you can get a reminder how excited you should be. And then you can take some of that money and invest it. So when you hear us saying PRA, private reserve account, or DCA, diversified cash flow account, diversified cash flow account. Here's how you got to think about it. The banks don't have any money. They have your money. So what do you think the banks are putting your money when you give them the money for them to give you 1% back, and they go get 10 and 12%? The banks are insured. That's why if you ever lose up to $250,000, they can give it right back to you with the stroke of a check. So what they're doing is they're putting your money into DCAs and PRAs. Well, what we do is skip the middleman and put your money right where the bank is putting it. You still got access to it, especially in the DCA. And the PRA is more of a long-term play for a retirement type of plan. A DCA is more of an immediate play that gets uninterrupted compound interest, so you can become the bank and do what we call double dip. You see, so these are the kind of things that we actually show you how to do Now that you got more cash flow coming in, now you see why they're buying Airbnbs and making more money. Now you see why they're getting land in Cabo and Puerto Rico and paying cash. Now you see why Shirley and Trevor Thompson has their house and Charles and Judith Ivory closed in their dream house. And see, now you understand how all that works. I'm just a messenger. My job is to show you how to do three things: create cash flow, increase cash flow, multiply cash flow. And then we protect your cash flow with a trust, call it complex trust. So I'm not going to get into all that tonight. What you want to do is make a decision. Just make a decision. Don't sit up here for 40 minutes and then look at it and act like you didn't hear nothing different than what you've heard in your whole life. We brought you testimonies. We brought you paychecks. We got real people showing you real results. You got a young company backed by, I like to call it a grandbaby, with all these grandparents and elders raising it, right? All of our suppliers have been in business 10, 15, 20, 25 years. MWR pulled them all together in a little 4-year stint. So I'm gonna do a training tonight, a new training to show you guys the enhancements on our website to help you streamline your business even more. How do we get people to see the business in a way that's duplicatable and beneficial, so you guys can have a large team? And then mark your calendar, because my game changer pre-launch trainings are starting next week on Thursday. No, actually tomorrow night. I'm sorry, tomorrow night, which is Thursday. If you come in the game changer, you're going to get an email, and I'm starting my Zooms, private exclusive Zooms for game changer attendees this week to ramp up into July. Mark your calendars for July 7th, 8th, and 9th. If you gotta be in Atlanta, Georgia to hear from our trust fund experts, our DCA experts, the top producers of Extra Digit. It's gonna be a very, very important event to carry you all the way through the fall. Last one for the summer, right? So let us know if you're number 2 or number 1. A number 2 says, hey, I like that membership for $149. I don't want to make the daily checks. I don't need the commissions that Dan was talking about in the $600 a month and the $900 a month and $30,000 a month, $45,000 a month. I don't need that part, but I do want the experts to help me with my finances. That's a number 1. No, that's a number 2. That's the membership. A number 1 says, for $100 more, I'm in. I want the commissions. I want the momentum bonus. I want the daily checks. I want the other daily check. I want both daily checks. That's $100 one time, not monthly. They're both $149. One is just $100 bump up because you want a whole business. With that being said, man, that's my 45 minutes of fame. I'll be back right here with a new training on the new enhancements to our system. Simplicity is the key to take you through the summer. I'm gonna let you in on some secret game changer training for July 7th, 8th, and 9th. And I'll see y'all right here, same Zoom at 9:45 Eastern. Come back here in 30 minutes. And I'll also answer some questions if you guys are brand new. God bless you guys. Have a good night. Make a decision. Peace.
Hey, this is Richard Harden in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been involved with MWR Financial, their financial makeover process, for about 2.5 years. And in that time, some amazing things have happened for me and my family. First thing they did was just help me understand some strategies to get cash back into our house. So with the instant pay raise, I was able to increase my take-home pay from my job, $636 per check. That's $1,272 that I was overpaying in taxes. And I took that money, dropped it into the debt elimination strategy as a part of the margin. And it showed me that with my creditors plan, I'd be in debt for another 24 more years, but they'd show me how to get out of debt in 6 years and save me $250,000 in interest payments. I went to work on that strategy right away, paid off $52,000 in credit card debt that first 1.5 years, which allowed me to pay off the mortgage on my first rental property 12 years early, so that we have a cash flow just through tax reduction and debt elimination of close to $4,000 a month. We add that to the $1,571 they save me on every month bills, you know, cable, internet, cell phone, security, even my pest control, and then increase my credit score from the 700s to 810 to at its peak, a 834 that let me refinance this house and my second rental from 5.75 down to 3% each. So that saves me about $100,000 per property on the life of those loans. And that was just getting money back. Now with just sharing my story, what the experts were able to do for me and building our network, we generate an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a month currently on their way to that next $5,000 tier, all part-time while still working very busy full-time jobs. And we've been able to grow money in unique ways, different than the advice that I got from Fidelity about how to put more money into more stocks and bonds. We're able to become our own bank through the private reserve account, with that account now approaching 6 figures, and get land in the path of growth through land banking so that we had real estate, but no tenants and no toilets. Watched it accelerate and grow 43% in value. All of that is a part of the Marty Makeover, and those just happened in 2 years. I'm excited about what's happened. I can't wait to see what happens next. Talk soon.